Yes, Reloaded, man. It's your boy 3 Letter, man. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Y'all see where to follow your boy at. Hit the like button also. I appreciate that. Y'all see the title of this one, boy. Let's talk about it. Let's talk some hip-hop. Let's talk some hip-hop, man. We are talking Benny the Butcher coming. And we're talking 38 Spesh. Yes. We're talking upstate New York. We're talking Buffalo. Yes, we're talking upstate New York. We're talking all that 585 was popping. 716 right quick, man. I rock with both these cats heavy, man. And let me just say, what year that was? I want to say 2018 when Benny and Spesh dropped Stabbed and Shot Part 1. Here's the thing about Stabbed and Shot Part 1. I really don't think Benny and Spesh, and I say this with the utmost respect when I say this, I really don't believe they understood when they decided to collab for Stabbed and Shot Part 1 and what they delivered, that it was going to gravitate to the masses. Because even in one of them songs, Benny said, oh, they've been fiending for, paraphrasing now, they've been fiending for Stabbed and Shot Part 2. And that's the truth. That is the full truth. Stabbed and Shot Part 1, bruh. Yo, my nigga, that was fire, man. And I feel like if you know, you know, right? But if they got, first of all, I'm gonna say that 2018, if you spin the block back and really do the track list of all the projects that came out that particular year, I think you're gonna be like, yo, we're talking Nipsey, we're talking Cole, we're talking multitude of fire project, J-Rock, multitude of fire projects that came out 2018, and we're also talking about Stabbed and Shot also. Right? So for these brothers, you know, to take hiatus for a little bit, and you know, I'm pretty sure everywhere they go, people are asking them, yo, when are we gonna get part 2, fellas? Right? I've interviewed Spesh, I've asked Benny that, both of these brothers that on numerous occasions, man. So let's talk, man. Stabbed and Shot Part 2, man, right? Let's get into this, man. First song, 1st of April, produced by V-Don. And let me say, V-Don, man, obviously, I've got hip to V-Don, you know, because he did a project with a multitude of people. I know he worked at Conway, worked at Ransom and everything like that. In fact, from Stabbed and Shot Part 2 here, he's produced a couple of tracks. And V-Don, in my opinion, him and Chump, the producer, are very slept on producers and stuff, man. If you read the credits like I do, I always like reading about the producers of who actually did the beats and everything. I'm just a sucker for that. But 1st of April, man, the back and forth with Benny and Spesh. They on some Jada Kid Styles, Run DMC, Smith and Wesson type vibes. Spesh sets it off. When you ain't have plugs, I was giving connections to the lines to your house like I'm giving you electric. Right? Y'all gotta understand something, bro. When in terms of that trap talk, that drug talk, and all that, you ain't gonna get it better than these two cats. Listen, man, shout out to Meek Mill. Shout out to Jeezy, Hov, a multitude of other rappers out there that's Pusha T, pardon me, that spit that drug talk, that coke talk. These brothers spit that. Well, I remember years ago, before Benny and linked up with Pusha T, the streets, the word on the hip hop streets was, yo, we want to hear Benny and Pusha T collaborate. And that's when they give us the 18-wheeler joint and everything like that. But you gotta understand, so also these brothers have a great relationship. And sidebar, shout out to Spesh. He did a whole project with Conway. And then you know what I'm saying? So with Benny, at one time, he'll tell you he was part of Trust Gang, which is 38 Spesh Group, right? Benny says, far as friends, I'm on the fence. It's hard to trust a crook when you get to know the business. You know what's funny though, because you could talk about that in the trap world, in the hip hop world, and in even me who cover battle rap in the battle rap world. You see a bunch of stuff going on, and the first thing, as a me who covers battle rap, when he says it's hard to trust a crook when you get to know the business, and when you get to know the business of all of this, you just sit back sometimes and be like, wow, right? Dope song to set up a project, man. You know what I mean? A buck and 57 seconds worth of work, right? Next song's High Stakes, produced by Aesthetic. He did I think like 2 or 3 beats on here also. They actually have a video for this particular song, High Stakes. Spesh sets this off. heavy drug talk flips from these brothers, man. I got my first brick and treated it like it was a bundle of joy. And you know it's 30 Spesh. When he rapped though, it just sounded like he rapped. You know, I got my first brick and treated it like it was a bundle of joy. Like Spesh voice, the way he can just change his voice when he raps, it's hilarious to me, man. If you ain't buying at least one bird, you underemployed. Like, you know what I mean? And then Benny's verse, our ride is not the same. Big lamp truck, 2024, the body not the same. That's the old one. The baby go like Bryce and Bronny James. This is my life inside of rage. Let me show y'all what it's like behind the stage. Because in rap, the pay cycle 90 days. Like, yo, man, the pay cycle 90 for real. Benny verse is dope on here, son. I thought Benny got a dope verse on here, man. So we're talking high stakes. Track 3, Throughway Music Part 2. Obviously had Throughway Music Part 1 on Stab and Sharp Part 1. Produced by Ready Rock. Spesh painting a vivid picture of him and his mans. Re Up was a weekly move. In 06, we had Bricks and the PT Cruise. Benny verse, but this is game is hard to love. It feel like siblings you never met before. Wow. It's just, you know how they can take a drug talk reference and incorporate some siblings talk, you know what I mean? And I think with these brothers, that's what's dope about Benny and Spesh. They can take real life situations and mix it in with the drug bars and make it a marriage, basically, right? So dope song, man. We got Throughway Music Part 2. Track 4, Who Really the King, produced by Chump the producer. Yo, if you look at the credits through the years of Griselda, yo, Chump makes some dope beats, bro. I think him and Danny LaFleur are like real slept on producers, right? One of my favorite joints on the project here, Who Really the King. Benny sets it off. The best to go back and forth since Kissing Styles. You know when you say that though, bro, that comes in a lot. And you know what though? I can't even get mad at that because I remember on Stab and Sharp Part 1. What's the name of that joint? Driving Music or some shit? I think it was Spesh and Benny and Kissing Styles. And I just love the fact that those 4 brothers got together, right? Even though Styles and Spesh have done music from way back in the day, right? If you know, you know. But I can't dispute that though. The best to go back and forth since I'm not mad at that. And they've been begging for the stabbed and shot shit. Like you hear that bar. When I heard him say that line, I'm like, yo, yeah, I'm one of them, Benny. Thanks. Yes, I'm one of the guys that's been asking for this. You dig what I'm saying? But Spesh was floating on this one, man. I don't know who sold more birds, me or churches. Price is so young that they can't read in cursive. The surgeon's suburban, she was nervous, but I protected more white than the Secret Services. I think it was Spesh, man. How you late on your rent when you and your bitch got matching furs? That's my word. Y'all have some nerves. Niggas act like family, but family ain't an action word. That shit is real, son. A lot of niggas be screaming that fam shit, family talk and everything like that, and they don't be thorough like that. But that's neither here nor there, right? Track 5, Center Stage, produced by Harry Fraud. Now, listen, we know Fraud and Benny's linked up in the days, and Fraud and Spesh have linked up to do music. So anytime I see Harry Fraud on a Benny project or Griselda project in all, I'm not really surprised, right? 30 Spesh, judge a man by his handshake. Every member of my squad built a bond that they can't break. Spesh, I stashed work at my auntie's place. Both of my aunts rushed to find where I hid it. Now that's an ant race. Anti-ant race. I like that. I like to play on words. I like that. I had a chick that asked me if my jewelry real. Don't be silly. You know we made that off a movie deal. I noticed that Benny a couple of times referenced movie deals and movie references or things that he has scripts that he's reading on and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Solid song. Track 6, Brick Specials, produced by 15 grams. Wow. Is it a coincidence that these niggas grab and produce it ain't 15 grams when the things these brothers talk about grams and weight and scales and like, you know what I'm saying? Like a producer name is 15 grams and Benny and Spesh grab and get a track from a producer named 15 grams. You can't make this up. right? Don't quit. It's 30 Spesh. Don't quit. We legal rebels. I'm the rose from the concrete that grew to have 6 petals. Hustling scams. I flip several. I feel like I'm rapping like Spesh when I be talking his lyrics. Now, this bar right here is a little different, though, man. This might be some grown man bars right here, man. Yo, when I heard this, I kind of pulled it back when Spesh said this. If a bitch ain't got her shit together, we don't get sexual. Now, I'm not gonna say I fully agree with that, and I'm an old head saying this, respectfully. I understand. Listen, I'm not saying you wrong. I understand where you're going with it, because let's be real. Let's talk some old head shit right quick. As an old head, it's a little different. Walk with me right quick, young boys. When you get to, let me talk to young niggas right quick. When you start to get in your 40s and late 40s and anything like that, you kind of like, when you're dealing with a woman sexually, you kind of dealing with a purpose. So you young niggas, you just humping and all that. You trying to get some pussy out, some poom poom. You just want to get your rocks off, right? As you get older, bro, you start thinking like, all right, before I lay up with this chick and give her that work, right? Am I feeling you like that, or I'm just trying to get my rocks off? Because the thing is that, like, I want to be able to lay next to you afterwards. See, you think like that when you get older, young boys, right? So if you ain't got your shit together, basically, like, it's like, all right, bro, we about to get physical here, but you ain't really got your shit together. You ain't got no whip. You asking me for gas money. You asking me, like, you know what I'm saying? And let me get it to you. Ask, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you bumming off me and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta pay the food, you get my food and all that. You know what I mean? I go to your crib, you know, the refrigerator's not working. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You got your kids sleeping on the floor and all that, air mattress. Like, it just don't, you know what I'm saying? So, whatever, man. Maybe I get too deep here. Man, he said, my girl was mad at dates I had to break. 9 years later, she rich with me. Her magic trait was having faith. That is a dope bar, man. Because let me say something to you. You got to look at it when you're a rapper or you're somebody that's trying to be successful, right? And you have a woman, you know how many dates you have to break? Let me tell you something. Let's let me talk out. You know how many times your boy 3-letter, man, through the course of blogging and everything like that. Like, I've had to, like, on a Saturday night, a battle's coming up, and a female might want to vibe and chill, and she want to go out. I'm like, nah, mama, you not gotta watch these battles. You know, I'm running something over here. I'm getting paper, I'm getting money up there, and all that. So I need to focus on that, right? They will understand a little bit, but after a while, they get frustrated. Now, 2 things gotta happen. Like Benny said, his old lady held it down. She still stood with him, 9 years later. She rich with me. Now they got paper together. She basically believed in Benny's vision, believed in his journey. Let's call it what it is. Some of these females, they walk off on you, my dude. Oh, we ain't getting no paper. We'll take it, like, for real. You know what I mean? So it's like, I dig that. And that tells me he got a real one. She was with you in the trenches. Basically what it is, she was with you in the trenches, and then when y'all got rich together, she's still here. So I'm going to take care of the woman that's been with me when I had shit. And that's just what it is, right? More Benny from this verse here. The game crowded. It don't have no space because half the stakes, which they hustle as soon as they see verse on rap on Sway. You know, and I'm Benny and Spesh. I just saw them on Sway though. I'm doing some joints over there, man. Next joint, Jesus Arms featuring Busta Rhymes, produced by Bink. Bink is another producer. If you know, you know. Bink dropped throughout the years. If you look at the credits of the beats that Bink has done, Bink has done some dope music. So I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. Feel me? Yeah, but Jesus Arms featuring Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes sets this off. I guess the first question I would have, Spesh and Benny, like when y'all was in the studio working with Busta Rhymes on this joint, was y'all in the studio with him, or did Busta give y'all the 15-second hug? Yo, my nigga, what's good, son? I love y'all niggas, B. I love y'all niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? That niggas giving me the fruits of the labor and all that. The fruits of the labor, y'all music though. You know what I mean? That's Busta. He'll give you the 30-second hug, like, my nigga, I chill. So just know when you meet Busta Rhymes, you gotta be like, yo, Busta, what's good, my nigga? What's good? You good? Like, you gotta give him one, because he'll lean in, and it's like, damn, all right, my nigga, like, you know. Whatever, man. Now, Busta said, y'all need to rethink your top 5. Who are you talking about, Busta? Who said rethink your top 5? Now, here's the thing with Busta Rhymes. Busta's been here since the leaders of the new school. Since sob stories, the case of the PTA scenario. I go back to Busta Rhymes with that. Everything remains raw. And that nigga is still here, even though his last project, Busta, what up? 30 and Spesh. I know you boys wish I hit the stop button, but your energy ain't strong enough to stop nothing. That's real talk. Your energy ain't to stop nothing. Niggas always talking about this bad energy, positive energy. Y'all gotta remember, you control your energy. Just because niggas bring negative vibes towards you, whatever like that, you ain't gotta be ensued with that. You ain't gotta feed into no bullshit like that. You dig what I'm saying? And Benny's verse second time, he's talking about the movies and all the movie scripts and everything like that. Yo, Jesus Arms is actually a solid song. You dig what I'm saying? I rock with it. I ain't gonna hold y'all and stuff like that. Track 8, Hometown Hero, produced by Aesthetic. Benny sets it off. Too much light coming through. Had to let down the shades. Shit so real. Gotta pack down the maid. Okay. Spesh. I don't keep track of losses. I count blessings. I don't keep track of losses. I count blessings. So basically she doesn't focus on the losses, just counts the blessings. Okay. More Spesh. You niggas seem to sound desperate, scorned, bitter. Remind me of beefing with wild exes. You're told transcripts in your trial said it. I know you wish you can get the file shredded. More Spesh. You're slightly above average, like the Tennessee Titans. Yo, that is, you slightly above average, like the Tennessee Titans. Listen, as a Jets fan, I should not be laughing at that, right? I'm like, all three, why you laughing? You're a Jets fan, y'all are mediocre. I get it, man. It's still funny, though, so I can laugh. You know what I'm saying? But that line is funny to me right there, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Track 9, Bad Guy, featuring Dave East, Class Murder. Now, produced by Harry Fraud. Spesh sets it off. You got Class Murder on the hook. So the song is okay. It's okay. It's all right. And if you know with me, I'm not the biggest Davies fan. I'm sorry. Don't kill me. I'm not the biggest Davies fan. Whatever. I think Davies has a project dropping with A-Rap music. I just saw it on social media yesterday. Right? Next track, Money Counter, produced by V-Don. I like this beat by V-Don a lot, man. I like this song, man. The back and forth and everything on Money Counter is very dope. Now we go to another track that another song that I really, really, when I say I really rock with, when I first heard this song, boy, I had it on repeat. And when I go in the whip, it's like that's my go-to song right now. Eternal Affairs. Not to be mistake with Pharoah Monch's album, Eternal Affairs, okay? Eternal Affairs featuring OT The Real, produced by Derringer. Now, Derringer, I just know you did a whole project on Rome Streets, and I like the fact that Rome and Derringer hooked up. But this is one of the coldest beats I've heard from Derringer in a long time, dog. I'm not this beat. Not saying he don't drop that fire, but this beat right here is fire, son. I rock with Eternal Affairs heavy. That beat is hard, Derringer, man. It's probably one of the best beats on here. But seriously. What Benny said, I'm Jizza from Liquid Swords. Classic album. Before Stabbed and Shot, had a cocaine flow. My cannon talk like Shannon Sharp on a post-game show. Spesh. In the country, we made gumbo. In the county, we made gumbo off hot Cheetos. Humble. I came home and got kilos. Y'all bums asked for help and got free clothes. Then turned to alcoholics and got egos. That's my 38 Spesh impersonation part of stuff, man. And I gotta be real, man. Shout out to my son OT The Real. Yo, OT The Real verse. I know that we don't like playing the best verse game, but I ain't gonna hold you, man. OT The Real verse was fire. Fire, son. I got some friends in hell, but it feels like they right beside me still. Got friends in jail for bodies and friends with bodies who not in jail. That nigga got love for grams, like my father's mother. Got love for grams. Double entendre, like my father. That was hard. That's hard. I like this song a lot, son. Out of all the collaborations they have on this one, on this project, Establish Shot Part 2, yeah, son. I'm gonna say this is the joint right here. Next song, Intent to Sell. Solid song. I think Intent to Sell is a solid song. Solid song. Then you have Coke Runs featuring Ransom, produced by Trump the producer. Not surprised Ransom is on here. Ransom rocks with both these brothers. And you know Ransom and Spesh relationship already, Trust Gang and all that. I'm not saying I don't think it's. I still want to hear Spesh, Shane No, and Ransom do a project together. I would like to hear 10 songs from them, whatever. And anybody notice that timeout that Spesh did no production on here? I don't know how I feel about that, Spesh. I know y'all reaching out to other producers. I ain't mad at that, but I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind hearing a sturdy Spesh. You know what I'm saying? A beat from Spesh. That's just me though. You know what I'm saying? But I like Coke Runs, man. What Benny said, the only trapper to put an ATM outside of my apartment. Benny said, they was just comparing our legends to me yesterday, especially him. Standing next to me, he's a featherweight. Yo, Benny, I ain't gonna lie, son. You be saying some things. I know how big Benny is now. He's rubbing shoulders with different people in different rooms and meeting these so-called quote-unquote dope rappers and everything like that. I be wanting you to put a name to it, Benny. I'm just saying, I would want you to put a name to it. Tell us who you talking about, sir. I just want to know. All right? You feel me? And then Ransom, then he states, I see you in hell. I told him to set the date because I'm seeing 8 sections of hell while living in section. Yo, Ransom is just, dog, I'm going to tell you right now, ain't a nigga walking the streets right now. You talking about just in terms of rapping. Ransom is him. He's him. Ransom is him. I ain't never been less than great. A little bit of Pac, J, Nas, Pun, DMX in face. You know what I'm saying? And then Spesh, I probably made more sales than Apple with phones. All I did was break bricks and drop them like out of accident prone. Special impersonation, man. I think I should do a review like that in my Spesh voice, right? Real talk. Another track, which Watch List, produced by V-Don, Spesh, because losses make a real boss. Because losses make a real boss. I like the fact how Spesh always talk about losses and just, it's almost like he looks at the bright side of when you go through losses, or try to make you look at the bright side of when you go through losses, right? And then Benny, when you finally meet the Butch, it's like you sitting down with Bumpy Johnson and all that. Dope song. And then the last song, Power, featuring El Camino, produced by V-Don. I like El Camino. He's dope. You know, El Camino and Benny they got chemistry also. In fact, I wouldn't mind hearing a Benny El Camino project. I ain't gonna hold you. And the other hand, El Camino dropped a project a couple of months ago. About a month ago, I think, or some change. It's not bad. So you know, I'm gonna have my yearly review of my favorite albums of 2023 and everything like that. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be no what's that dude, Central C and them niggas, none of bullshit like that. You know, I'm gonna get y'all the raw shit. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah. Benny stabbed and shot. I'm gonna give this project a 4 mics. I'm giving this 4 mics. Very, very dope project. Listen, respectfully, when you drop Stabbed and Shot Part 1, is either you're going to match it or it's not going to be good. That's just how it works. Either it's going to, like, respect to Raekwon the Chef. You can't drop Only Built for Cuban Links Part 1 and then drop Part 2. Part 1 is always going to be dear in our hearts. Our first baby, right? So I had Stabbed and Shot Part 1 with 4.5 mics. I'm not saying it's not a bad drop. It's still a very dope project, right? But some of the verses on Stabbed and Shot Part 1, my heart and soul, though, son. I ain't gonna hold you, man. There's some verses, there's some 30 special verses on Stabbed and Shot Part 1, bro, where it's like, damn, my nigga, I ain't gonna hold you, son. But it's a very dope project. Very, very, very dope project. And shout out to Benny. Benny been on 3 projects this year, bro. 3. The Summertime joint just dropped this, and then the song with Braun and all that. And everything. What is the Benny project? My bad, y'all. I'm so bad with and I reviewed it too, of course. But yeah, this is a very dope project, though, son. Real talk. I'm rocking with Benny and Spesh heavy, man. Hey, Benny and Spesh, I ain't mad at you niggas. Wait, hold on. I ain't mad at you niggas for you know, going to shows and everything. and talking the hip hop shit as you should. But if you niggas would like to have that conversation, sir, about some real hip hop, y'all can holler at y'all boy. Both of y'all. I'm gonna throw the invite out to Spesh and Benny. You gotta come up on my show here, gentlemen, and let's have this hip hop talk. This real rugged. I know y'all go to other shows, but none of them niggas know y'all music and catalog like me. You hear me? None of them niggas. Stop playing with me, man. Nah. Shout out to Benny. Shout out to Spesh, man. It's your boy 3.